Deftones, Radiant City, guitar tabs, and guitar lesson. I'll play all the different sections right at the start here. After that, I'll go back through, explain the whole thing. Before we jump in, please hit that subscription button. It's the best way letting me know you like this video and you want me to keep doing Deftones stuff. And now, let's jump on in. Alright, so for the tuning on this, we're going to need the F sharp standard tuning. A lot of the diamondized stuff, that tuning. I've seen where he's using his 9-string on this. It doesn't really seem like you really need that low 9-string. The F sharp works just fine. And so, just for a reminder, that's, F sharp, B, and then we start with the E, A, D, G. So it's almost like, the top 4 strings here are a standard tuning from then on. And then we have our B at that 5th string, which is, typically that 7th string for a 7-string guitar. But we need to go even further with this low string, F sharp. So just a little reminder with that tuning there. And this song, mostly, it's all about, the picking. And, if this tuning's too wild for you, the chords are labeled on this, so if you can find those chords in whatever tuning you like to use, you can just transpose it into that tuning. Say if you wanted to use like the drop C White Pony tuning, you can find those chords in that tuning. It won't sound quite as low and gnarly, but it'll still be the same chords. Anyway, so like I said, this is all about the picking, and it's just this real syncopated, trem picking stuff. We'll start with this intro, and it's this chromatic descaling that usually happens at the end of the verse, but in the intro, the bass is kind of doing the pattern, and then the guitar comes in at that end spot. So basically, it just starts at this 3rd fret on the B string. All right, so the way we want to pick it is we do a couple palm muted picks, a slight hesitation, and then an unmuted pick. All right, so it's like starting at the 3rd fret here on that B string. Okay, that's kind of what we want. All right, so you got to kind of master that type of syncopated pick in there. And we just kind of move it. We go 3rd fret, 2nd, 1st to open. All right, so that's the intro end and the verse end. All right, and so once the main verse riff gets going here, it starts at the 4th fret here, which is E flat. And with this picking, it kind of starts the same where we do the 2 palm muted, 1 open, but we do a slight hesitation and another open one. So at the 4th fret, that's kind of what we want. All right, and we do that twice. All right, and now we do pretty much the same thing, but we just leave that last one off. So we do the couple palm muted, hesitate, one open. All right, and then we go back to doing the two palm muted, hesitate, one open, hesitate, one open. So just slowly hear that pattern. All right. And you know, once you get it down and get the rhythm of it, you know, it gets a little more comfortable. Alright, so that's what we want at that E flat spot. And then we do a little chromatic thing here, where we do, you know, the 3, couple muted, 1 open, and then the E or D flat at the 2nd fret, couple muted, 1 open. So slowly the whole thing. For this pre-chorus section, we're just kind of jamming out on one chord. It's an A chord, and we want that nice and low here, so we'll get that at the 3rd fret on the F sharp string here, and you know, make the power chord with the 5 on the B and the 5 on the E. And you just kind of strum it, let it ring, a couple strums, let it ring a bit, and then, you know, a couple more. Kind of shuffling through it. For the chorus, letting some big power chords ring out. Start at the E flat here at the 4 on the B with the 6E, 6A, and just hit it, let it ring. Alright, then we switch up a set at the 4 F sharp, 6 on the B and the E, and this is just kind of a 2-strum transitional chord here at the B flat 5 chord. And then we land at the 1st fret on the F sharp, 3 on the B and E for a G power chord. Just hit this, let it ring. Alright, then we'll drop down a couple sets here to the 1 on the E, 3 on the A and the D for the F power chord. Hit this, let it ring. And from there, move up a set, 1 on the B, 3 on the E and A. All right, for the C power chord, hit it, let it ring. All right, and then we move to a little transitional power chord here, up 2 frets at the 3 B, 5E, 5A. It's just kind of a beat right here to get it looped. Leads us back to our 4. Just start it over from there. Alright, and at the first chorus, once we drop down and hit our F here at the 1st fret of that E, we just kind of hit that and let it ring. The further choruses into this, you know, we go through that pattern probably 2-3 times, and then once we get to that F, we let it ring. And the only other kind of odd thing that happens here, or new thing, is at the very end. You know, we're going through our regular main riff. All right, but at the very end, the chromatic that we do, it's basically we just leave that final open off. All right, we leave that final open there, that B, we just chop that off, and we just end it once we get to that 1st fret on the C, for the C on the B. All right, that's how it ends, just right there.